excuse me, princess.
Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Greetings and salutations. Hope you're all well. What's up, Noah? What's up, Vishal and Q and everybody else? Right, as we're still on a strict content diet in MCOC, I'm gonna eat up on them bloody units. So that's the plan. We're gonna be trying to grind for some more units here today. I was just watching some of Kate's old streams. Missed the guy. Aww. Aww. It's nice. It's up, saying Biswas. How are you doing? How is everyone else? Hope you have a great Tuesday. Tomorrow, at the very least, everybody's gonna be filthy rich with Mojo bucks. We're gonna be spending some Mojo bucks tomorrow too, like everybody else. But today, well, today there is not much to do. So we're just going to try and get some more units and ball chips, and hopefully those ball chips will give me more units. Must say the bunch that I opened this morning didn't give me any units, and pissed me off. I opened like 20 arena crystals this morning, like 0 units. I'm like, ah, you for real? Tomorrow Mojo, something like never before. Ah, I'm sure it's not gonna be that bad. I'm sure it's not gonna be that bad, you know what I mean? Still no news about compensation? How do you make a video on it? Yeah, well, here's the thing. I was gonna make a video on it. And I figured, well, I made the 2 other videos about the new champions and stuff this morning, right? And then I had to run errands and stuff like that for the day. I got back, and at the time when I had the time to make a video about it, so it was already nearly 6 p.m. So I figured maybe they're gonna send it now. Anyways, I'll try to make one before I go to bed if I have time. If not, then I'm gonna make it tomorrow morning straight after stream. No excuses. But yeah, I will talk about it. I shall talk about it. It's a big ball. You think Voodoo still has plays on large accounts? I think it's quite possible. Yeah. I think if you're comfortable using, because Voodoo also has a bit of an issue with the dashback, and his dashback animation being quite like short, and that has caused issues for me in past personally. But in general, yeah, I do think, because he can also power lock permanently fine, similar to Magic with a level 2. And Magic doesn't exist as a 6-star. Obviously, there are a few other things he can do. So I do think that, you know, if you like Voodoo, there can be a place for him in your account, even if it's like very good. So yeah, what's up, Cedric? How are you doing? Welcome. I'm like gonna get wrecked. But either way, I do think that there's value still in Voodoo, yes. Don't you? Alright. 4,079 units. And now I actually have finished. There's so little content to do that for the 2nd month in a row I 100%ed normal, heroic, you know, masters and all other side event quest stuff. And now I'm just kind of farming revives and refills, primarily focusing on refills. Some OG conversion Voodoo or Ghost. Oh, I think Dr. Voodoo is way better than Ghost Rider right now in the game overall. Like, I got both of them awakened now as 6 stars thanks to this featured 6-star. And there is no chance I'm taking up Ghost Rider anytime soon. At least, you know, not in my plans. There's a very decent chance I will be taking up Voodoo at some point. Exploring the final quest of my Act 5 exploration. Collector quest. Anything I need to remember? No, not in particular. I think, you know, fairly chill. Act 5 exploration, collector quest. Anything specific there? No. Oh, the new deal. It's alright. I don't think it's as good as last month's one, but you know, fine. It's fairly decent. Good deal. If you're gonna spend, you know, moderate. Let me put it like this: if you're gonna spend moderate amounts of money on this game, buy this deal, because it's $30, and $30 is effectively 3 cow crystals for a new champion, something like that. So these monthly cards and a few other things genuinely represent by far the best value compared to kind of like, you know, cow crystal offers and stuff like that. So yeah, I think, you know, if you feel like you don't mind spending on a game right now, this is about as good of a deal as you're gonna get. I'm not saying that there aren't gonna be better, so I'm saying this is quite good. What's up, Meliodas? Hoarding. These are featured 6 next open today. Squirrel dupe, Torag dupe, right? Well, Torag dupe might be good. You know what I mean? I have a rank 3 Torag, and he indeed was a champion that I was looking for. Hunting for, even. Because of that big fat boy prestige. How am I? I'm okay. Actually, I had quite a busy day today. So busy that, in fact, that I accidentally passed out in my chair after I had dinner. I legitimately passed out in front of my desk. I was like, Hey, what's up, Sam? Welcome to the stream. Let me give you a handshake. I need to get more clips added. I'm gonna try this week to add some more clips and stuff. Are you getting the deal? You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I did already get the deal. I did buy it, yes. Because, yeah, I'm not really spending on the game on any kind of like meaningful capacity. Not chasing champions and stuff like that, and I have completely abandoned early access bundles. Anything to do with champion acquisition, for most part, I have pretty much abandoned. So yeah, yes, I did get the deal. Spoiled myself a little bit. But that is largely because I need to finish off 2 specific class catalysts, and that was like my main reason. And also because it was $30. If it was like a $50 monthly card, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. I think Spidey 99. Drake or Torch? Drake? You mean Quake? Quake. Quake's the best. Quake. How's the mood and health? You know, not too bad at the moment. Oh, Drake. Best counters for Mojo. Yes. Quake, Spidey 99, Mr. Fantastic, and it depends which Mojo and what node. You know, it's always very important to understand that it really depends on what node and what game mode you're fighting in. Hope you're having a great day. Well, thank you very much, Steven. Thank you. Hit the like button, boys. Why? I'd appreciate that very much. Slap that like button. Slap that like button. Oh, they'll just complete me in the cat list. Yeah, exactly. I also have a couple of cats that I really want completing. And also because I'm amassing as much rank up resources as I can for Battlegrounds and Battlegrounds rank ups. So that is also extra motivation, you know, because it did have the 2 TFI basics. And I legitimately just want to get as many TFI basics as I possibly can. So I can do rank ups like, I don't know, maybe Mephisto, Sasquatch and Mangog. Like Spider-Gwen maybe, or Vision Arcus, or Mysteria and stuff like that. Setting up for the 4th of July sale. It's not just that for most part. I'm just... Well, that too, yes. But also I'm very hesitant in spending much money on the game right now. Especially for champions. Especially for champions, there's absolutely no way I feel comfortable spending any money at all whatsoever on any champion that's bound to be changed 6 months down the line. Remember, starting Omega Sentinel and this new Captain Britain, every new champion is going to be subjected to this champion balancing program, and I by no means feel comfortable spending any amount of money on an unfinished product I'm expected to beta test. You know, later, after they're finished with the champions, you know, after they're done testing them, so to speak, I'll take a look at them. You know, Omega Sentinel, if they 6 months later, if Omega Sentinel crystals arrive and she's a good champion, and I know for a fact that they're not gonna mess around with her again, you know, maybe if the game is in decent place. But keep that in mind. If you chase Omega Sentinel, if you spend money on Omega Sentinel now, you're not gonna know until September, I think, whether you paid for the same champion as you're gonna get to play with. Yeah, I think it's September. I think end of August, September would fit the timeline there. So yeah, no, screw that. Screw that, I ain't paying for that. Oh, come on, where are my crits? Seriously, here come 0 crits in this fight. What the hell? What a bleep. Again, where are my crits? You dog. Hey, what's up, John? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I think I was saving shards for makes sense now, but the balance program is making me dump my decision. Well, the shard saving, I don't mind. I have done that. But keep in mind that only the first champion of March is going to be next featured crystal. Yeah? So if Omega Sentinel comes out second, then she's not going to be in the next monthly featured. Well, next 6-star featured. Because it's going to be Craven. After Craven, we had Toad and Sauron, so that's 3. Then this month we have Captain Falcon and Misty Knight, that's 5. And 6th champion is whichever champion comes first in the month of March. So if Omega Sentinel comes first, then yeah, I'm starting to save shards and I'm gonna keep saving shards. If Omega Sentinel comes second, you know, then it's gonna be half a year pretty much till she's gonna be featured or something. Can't wait not to play the new side of it. Why not to play new side of it? What are you talking about, John, there? What are you talking about? Omega is looking good, though. I'm gonna admit, the animation department is always doing a fantastic job. It is looking good, yes. Thing is Mio is I'm doing this shit on purpose. Open more than 40 ball chips, Thronebreaker, and got this gold. Yeah, I opened 20 some today and got only gold too. I opened 20 plus crystals today, and it was just gold. So it is, I don't know, sad, dodgy. Having a good run with my 5-star rank 3 Sim Supreme, but the Medusa was parry bag. Or maybe you missed the parry. I sure it was a bag. I mean, I'm just saying, if I get my face beat in by that Medusa, and nobody was watching, I'd probably say it was the parry bag. Or Dex bag. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. More yellow jacket with rank 2 first. Okay, says I'll go with. I'd probably do more first. I'm gonna put it like that. I have a rank 3 more, and I'm very, very happy that I have a rank 3 more. And I'm probably soon to rank 3 yellow jacket. And, you know, but that has yet to happen. So, for me personally, the whole more thing was clearly more convenient and important. I do have a rank 2 yellow jacket, though. And I do quite like him. And I'll probably rank 3 him. But did more first. Hey, what's up, Infamous? How are you doing? You don't want people to get more units? Well, of course they don't. They have never wanted it. If they could get away with it, there would be no units in any arenas. At this point, you know? I bet they're not happy with themselves about this unit farming method. Oh. Make an excellent point about pay-to-play state of the game. So removal of side events. Hope they give us quality in 7.4. Hope so too. Again, I want this game to do well. I really do. And I wish all the best. But at the moment, you know, if I see things that I really disagree with, I'm going to talk about. And that's the removal of side events. Like, I felt extremely pissed off, popped off. I felt cheated when we didn't get the Love is a Battle Realm event. Because we used to get that every single year. This time we had a shitty Valentine's Day sale. And what made that Valentine's Day sale worse is that you couldn't get the Valentine's Day items if you didn't spend actual money. Even by units, you couldn't buy the Love is the Two of Us crystals or whatever. And even then you couldn't get those special exclusive Valentine's Day potions. So they took away anything that requires some sort of effort from their part, which is to create a piece of content. And they just, you know, added a bigger sale. And now it again seems that instead of side event and boss rush, we're just going to get side event. It really irks me. It does not sit well with me at all. Thank you, Messiah, by the way. Thank you very much. And you know, especially after this kind of dry, quiet, dead, empty month, it just feels even worse. It feels like they're kind of, you know, putting fuel to the fire of the problem. You open 300 normal ballistic crystals. Ooh, that sounds awful. That sounds really awful. Just a side event to look forward to. Just a side event to look forward to. Well, yeah. Well, we will have 7.4, so that's, you know, something. It would have been nice still to have that boss rush. You know, kind of like a little thing to have fun with. Omega might be amazing, but you go. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Omega might be amazing, but I'm still... Here's the thing, you know. I might grind for a 5-star. She's amazing. I might have fun with 5-star here and there. And, you know, I'll probably open that early access Black ISO store or whatever. Crystal for 300 units, or maybe get a cab or two when she comes. But I'll definitely not grind for a 6-star. I'll definitely spend no money, you know. Well, like, there is one chance how they could get me to spend money. If those fuckers make her top 5 prestige. I think for that I could still be. I think that's like, top 5 prestige might be pretty much like the, you know, kind of Hercules scenario, where I would chase that. Because, you know, then there's completely another dimension. But, you know, barring any of that happening, I don't feel confident or comfortable at all spending money on champions that are unfinished and will change in 6 months. Again, you know, never say never. There might be something that convinces me or something like that, but you know, guys, it just seems so filthy. It's so unfair. 5-star Medusa basic arenas. Oh, actually, I was thinking I might grind for 5-star Medusa. I don't know, probably like 17 million, 15 million for 5-star in basic arena. Should be fine. I was thinking I might grind for a 6-star Medusa in basic arena. I think I probably can reasonably achieve that score without putting too much effort. I need to check out whether I have time for it, but I might do that. Maybe not, we'll see. They said we're getting a boss. No, actually, I'll play that boss rush to you. They did not say that we're getting a boss rush. They did not say we're getting a boss rush. I'll specifically play that clip for you. Again, Messiah. Words matter. Alright, so.
Here's our designer. Our awesome community members, as well as staff here at Kabam, we've created a unique and exciting side quest that is sure to be a challenge for all summoners. Prime Sentinel reprogramming will kick off March 9th. A very special thanks goes out to Lizer, Cat Murdoch, Dragon, Padme, Star, and Royal for bringing this quest to life.
They literally called it side quest.
In Britain. Not only is March packed
Listen
with
again.
2 awesome new champions, it's also Women's History Month. And this year, we've dedicated our entire side quest to celebrate. Working with some of our awesome community members, as well as staff here at Kabam, we've created a unique and exciting side quest that is sure to be a challenge for all summoners.
They literally call it side quest.
Reprogramming
Twice.
will kick off March 9th. A very special thanks
So you can
goes
go
out to
and
Lizer,
fuck yourself,
Admiral,
Messiah.
Dragon, Padme, Star, and Royal for bringing this quest to life.
Messiah 66 $1.99. Man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing, man dancing.
So is there something else you want to tell me? They literally call it side quest twice. It's exactly the way that we did not have Love is a Battle Realm. We will not have Women's Day Boss Rush Women's Day Boss Rush. Love is a Battle Realm got destroyed. We only got Valentine's Day themed monthly side quest. And Women's Day Boss Rush got destroyed, and we only got, you know, Women's Day themed side quest. That's it. Words matter. Listen, you stupid dum-dum. You're a tonto is what you are. You're a tonto. My hope is that we haven't put much on the last few months because they're actually fixing this. Well, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too, but we'll see. And come on, thinking about how much of when did Abyss last year? It was exactly when the Romance event was on. Yeah, that was. You see, that's a big difference. You could get a lot of potions there for free, and Kabam did not like that. So this time you got 0 potions for free in February. You didn't get a single potion or a single Valentine's Day crystal if you didn't spend actual money on that event. And on top of it, I can guarantee you there's gonna be International Women's Day crystal with all the ladies of the contest that they're gonna be selling again. I can guarantee you that there will be International Women's Day sale. No boss rush, but sale. Just like no Love is a Battle Realm, but a sale. I'm thinking about the balance program. Well, I hope they abandoned the balance program very quickly, to be honest. So the champ feature, Salak doesn't. Salak synergy, I'll be mad. Well, why would she synergize with herself? The dancing man won't fix this. Accurate. Now that's a lot of damage. Aye. Times feel we the community are bombs rolls with their soldier. Well, we do keep taking a lot of L's recently. Hey, what's up, Sujai? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're well. What's up, Extreme? Almost 1 AM in India. Well, then you should be asleep, shouldn't you? Get to bed, young man. Now. Now. Or don't, you know, do whatever you want. Not your dad. As far as I know. I consider changing, expanding your BGM. Yeah, I might do. I'll consider. It's actually all that's selling out. Well, I'm promising you there will be International Women's Day crystal with all the ladies in. There has been one every year, and they don't seem to have a problem cutting off the events because they actually take effort to produce. But I highly doubt that they're gonna skip on a sale. So in deals in Women's Day? Probably. I kind of expect pretty much the same thing as we saw for Valentine's. Yeah. International. And it could start on Friday as well. This Friday, like 4th. Because oh no, wait, Tuesday. Or it might, I don't know, it might be actual 8th when they do that sale. Or they might try and do it over the weekend like they did with Valentine's Day. Who knows? Because 8th is like Tuesday. Hey, what's up, Eric? How are you doing? You just woke up? Well then, welcome to the world of the living. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're rested. How much are you saving for the 7.4 unit offer? Well, as much as I can kind of get, you know. I hope it's going to be the 3,500 units, which is the standard kind of thing. But it could also be 12,000 units, in which case, you know, I'm going to be significantly short. So, I hope it's cheaper. Hope it's cheaper. But I'm gonna try and get as many units as I can until then. So hence we have today's streams and stuff like that. I'm gonna be trying to grind for as many milestones as I can from each arenas. You know, because normally I only go for like 1 million points and stuff like that in the Summoner Trials one. So I need to kind of focus more on this arena, because I don't think I have ever get. I have never gotten 4 million in this arena. I think 3 million is the max that I have gotten. I think 3 million was the most points I have ever put in this arena. So, do you think the leaked rewards are real because Legacy does not? He can think whatever he pleases. I do think they're real for most part. I do think that 7.4 reward quantities might be still changing a bit, but I do think that all the rank up gems and stuff like that is going to be exactly the way it is. I do think that Act 7 rewards are likely 100% accurate. I do think that Act 7.4 rewards might have been just there as a copy-paste sort of placeholder from 7.3, and you know, the numbers might still be adjusted. But for most part, yeah. For several reasons. And first one of them being Code the Goth has never really been wrong. And you know, if there are some discrepancies from what's gonna be there, then I'm sure that that is something that has come into life since the rewards got mined till now. And to be perfectly honest, what's the best way to put it? I put infinitely more faith in Kodegoth data mines than I give in Legacy's opinion. Not to try and discredit him, but yeah, that's just simple as that is. Now, it's never say never, and I'm not saying that there's no chance, but if there was a bet to be made, I know 100% which way I would bet. Again, that being said, I do think that there is still a feasible chance that 7.4 rewards might be altered, because by the looks of it, you know, yeah, the fact that they look exactly like 7.3 rewards, but 7.3 rewards look pretty much exactly like 7.2 rewards with just altered quantities. So I think that Kabam just copied paste 7.3 rewards and maybe didn't alter the quantities yet by the time Kodegoth data mined them. But I do think that for the most part they will be accurate. Yes. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say on the subject. Spend 200-300 units on the Medusa chapter before giving up. Do your party bug. I told you don't do it. Told you it's not gonna work. You're like, no, I can do this. Rank up that stupid champion to rank 4 and then boost up, and then you can do it. You're just making life hard and miserable for yourself just because you're trying to be stingy with your catalyst. That's exactly what they are there for. You rank up champions that help you beat content that you struggle with in order to get more rewards and rank up even more champions. You're just being stubborn there, and you're paying the price for it. Hope they're limiting new content release strictly to use their available resources to fix the game itself. Hope so too. I really do. Trust me, I really do. I do want this game to do well. But at the same time, I'm not going to be taking for a fool and pretend that I don't notice the things that I notice. Really? Oh yeah, I think today's new offer is good. I think today's offer is good. If you're going to spend money on the game, this is about as good of an offer as you're ever going to find. This is, you know, very safe offer to buy, because there's plenty of value. There's plenty of guaranteed value. You can finish probably with that 70% tier 5 CC selectors. You can probably finish off like 2 catalysts that you are looking to farm. You have 2 tier 5 basics. You get some crystal shards and, you know, some nexus for your gambling scratch. Yeah, I think it's about as good of an offer as you're gonna get. So let me put it in perspective. This $30 offer equates to 3 cow crystals. basically. Yeah? This $30 offer equates to 3 cow crystals. And compare this $30 offer to, I don't know, new champion early access bundle or something like that. Infinitely much more value. You know, you get 4 Nexus cabs over 5 random cabs. In which case, you know, for me, 4 Nexus cabs already represent more value. Instead of 1,000 5-star, 6-star shards, you get 5,000 6-star shards. And then you exchange 3 30% boosts for 2 tier 5 basics, 70% tier 5 CC selectors, and if there was anything else in there. So yeah, it's a good offer. Double energy adoption path in 7.23. Ghost having a blast. It's not just Ghost who's having a blast. Silver Surfer is having a blast. Kingpin is having a blast. There's actually quite a few champions on that lane that have a tremendously fun time. And in 7.2, there's actually like 6 energy adoption lanes. Okay, every time CCB strongly objects, I think they already know what's going on. Scrubom, ho ho. Well, there you go. Maybe it's a class rank 4 instead of a generic or something. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Could be in data mine or personal estimates every time. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm not saying that data mine is 100% accurate and legacy is 100% wrong. What I'm saying is that, yeah, I personally believe data mines. And somebody who has pretty much never been wrong with the data mines. Much more than I do believe him. Yeah, those early access bundles are very, very bad idea. Very horrible offers. No, we don't know AW compensation date. I was meant to make a video on it today, but I'll make it after the stream or tomorrow morning for sure. Because I find it funny that we are still waiting for the compensation for the previous season mishaps when the new season is already underway. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A new season is about to be underway. Kind of embarrassing, I would say. You know, I'd feel embarrassed in that case. You're the most skilled YouTuber I've seen. Really... Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you. I personally don't necessarily think I'm all that skilled. I do think that, you know, overall I do quite well because I have put in a lot of time, work, effort, and money in my roster. And I do think that I have a relatively decent understanding of the game. But however, when it comes to natural ability to play the game, like, if we were all given exactly the same champion and exactly the same quest to do, and there would be nothing left to interpretation, I don't think I'm naturally as skilled as Swedo or Barrowman or Legacy or whoever else. I think I'm alright, don't get me wrong. I think, you know, I'm not unskilled or poor. I think I am quite okay. I think... good, but I do think that comparatively speaking,
Shut up and take my money.
Eric Nelson $2.01 came line.
okay, I do think that comparatively speaking, you know, my natural ability to play is not as strong as some other YouTubers, but I do also think that I make up for it with game knowledge, thought process, ability to analyze the game and problems and stuff like that. And line, sure thing, I'll check line. I'll check line. Let's take a look. What did you send to me online? I know it's the off season, but damn, how did you die this much? How many times somebody died? Off-season people die a lot. I'm gonna tell you exactly why people die that much. Because they have crap ton of Alliance for Reward revives expiring. That's one of the more annoying things that, you know, I personally actively dislike, that I have Alliance War revives expiring all the time. I don't understand why Kabams gives that many Alliance War revives. You know, we need more potions, if anything, and boosts and stuff. But not the revives in the top tiers. But yeah, Defender kills. How many kills did the Ball group there get? 31, maybe 40, 52, 58, 61? 61 kills in your Ball group? Something like that. Sounds decent. Sounds decent. Not bad. Oh. Video of Kabam play. Oh, maybe. Maybe. We don't know Hassan. Oh, KT1 has the skill to do whatever he wants. I do have fairly universal skill set in general. Like, I can... what's the best way to put it? Fairly adaptable in a sense that I can pick up the most random things that I never thought I would do. Like, in my family, I'm considered to be, like, the least handyman, you know, the least good with power tools and stuff like that. But I moved to UK, and I realized that I'm more capable than 90% of the people around here my age, or 95%. Like, I never in my life would have imagined that I'm going to be able to figure out how to put in laminate flooring, find the tools needed for it, and, you know, do a decently good job about it, and put in the floors in my own house, you know. And well, it needed to be done, you know. You watch a couple of YouTube videos, I figured it out, call a couple of people, and off I went. And yeah. NAW compensation finally comes. Who knows? What's up, Hamp? How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Doing alright. And being modest, he then had spent just as much time, and I think you're far more skilled than he was at his prime. Everyone's really good too. Thank you, Internet Anonymity. Thank you. I mean, again, I used to do more videos like Barrowman, Swede, and stuff like that. I used to make a lot of videos of similar nature, where, you know, 2-star solos these and 3-star solos that, and I used to spend half a day doing same fight 50 times to record that perfect solo of something and then upload it and then feel very good about myself. But then I realized that those videos are primarily made to make me feel good, to kind of show off in a sense. And I largely stopped making them because I didn't want to anymore. I think there's very little benefit of me making a video that's misleading in its intent, where I try a fight 40 times, I do get a flawless solo, and then people start thinking that it's, you know, a legitimate good option for that fight and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I kind of moved away from these elaborate solos. Not because I couldn't do them, just because I didn't want to post that content anymore.
The fork is 1K Eric. Man dancing, man dancing, man dancing.
Well, thank you, Messiah. Thank you very much. But yeah, that was a purposeful decision to stop trying to show off, or, oh, look, I can do this fight with a 3-star champion or something like that. I mean, occasionally I might still make one, but I wanted my main focus of the channel to be kind of helpful, educational, informational, if you will. With guides and updates and just opinions and stuff, rather than, yeah, do the same fight 30 times, record the perfect take, and pretend that you're the best in the world. And I'm not trying to, like, have a go at anybody. Everybody uploads whatever content they want. It's just, yeah, I changed my personal opinion on those videos. And I'm not gonna lie, occasionally there is like a fight that I see and think, oh, that's like a really cool interaction or something. But for the most part, I'm also really not overly interested in videos like that, and I don't really watch them. This last off-season AW opened 911 times. Perfectly reasonable amount to die. Did you see how many defender kills you got? Well, I think I did. Was it like 11, 9, somewhere? 1 second. Do. Yeah, 10. Saw that. Counted all of them together now. Plays new. Play what is good with hand. Ah, come on. Okay, just watch a video regarding international women's day boss rush. You made plenty of good points. Well, thank you very much, Edwin. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do think it's a pattern. At this point, I think it's a pattern already. I do think at this point it's a pattern already. Need sleep. I need answers. What answers do you need, Damage? Tell you what, you guys, MSD and Sweden are better. Because they do, cause... Well, again, I used to do stuff like that, but I just don't. I don't do those 3-star solos, this type of things. So what's up, Damage? Waiting. Seeing us a lot recently. Seeing... Shoe. It's technically 2 pennies. Yeah, it's technically 2 pennies. Eric got you there. Eric got you there by the nose. It was technically 2 pennies because you sent 1.99. Hey, what's up, Rin? How are you doing? Yeah, again, those are the videos that I typically do watch on Barrow. You know, there is not a single content creator that I kind of like follow religiously, but you know, I am sub to Barrow. There are videos that I watch, but just kind of like, oh, this insane solo and stuff like that. Those are the ones that I kind of skip most of the time. And if there is like a guide or some interesting breakdown, then I do watch that. But with Barrow videos, and again, this is purely kind of personal thing, I like when the MCOC videos that I watch have voiceovers, because often the only real time when I have to watch videos about MCOC is when I put them in background and I listen to the people more mainly, and you know, just glance at the screen as I'm doing something else. And if there isn't a voiceover that can kind of ground me in the video, then most of the time I don't. Then it's fairly rare when I watch videos without voiceovers. And again, it's nothing personal to anyone. It's just how I consume content. So if somebody doesn't do voiceovers in like the war videos, I'm never gonna watch those. Or just in general, you know, when they do stuff. There are no voiceovers, then I pretty much never watch it. Not because I think it would be a bad video or it wouldn't be worth watching it. It's just because most of the time I'm doing something else, and that also requires part of my attention. With voiceover, I can glance at the video, look somewhere else, do something else, and get back to the video and not be kind of lost in it. If there is no voiceover, then either I pay 100% attention to it, or you don't know what's happening if you get like distracted or pulled away. So yeah, for me, it's just like that. So any content creator that doesn't do voiceovers, I don't watch majority of their videos. I'm not saying I don't watch any, but I don't watch majority of those videos. Oh, thanks for 3 stars. Oh, right. I should get back to it. Honestly, I kind of got bored of it. I don't know. I should get back to it. I should get back to doing a 3 stars. But, I don't know. I really... What's the best way to put it? I'm not in a place with MCOC where I should be to do that. You know what I mean? Penny is the best champ? Well, I'm glad you think so. I believe that Penny is the best champ for you. Penny is definitely not the best champ for me, though. Have I ever gotten an alliance invitation from Kenobi? Why do you ask? For most part, again, you know, I'd rather not kind of comment on things like that. But yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. But it's not like necessarily the whole kind of alliance stuff and alliance dramas and go there. I don't want to talk too much about it, because I don't want to also kind of like start shit talking about alliance stuff like that. Every time I move from an alliance to an alliance, there's a reason for it, and every time I make a decision to which alliance I choose over which other alliance, you know, there's a reason for it. Getting confirmation of Superior Kang. Are you looking forward to that fight? Yeah, of course I am. I always look forward to interesting boss fights. Like, you know, this Kang was quite fun. Grandmaster was super fun. Grandmaster I actually don't like that much. My biggest fear with this Kang fight, honestly, the one thing that I really don't want this Kang fight to be in, I do have a bit of worries for this Kang fight. I might make a, I don't know, maybe I'll make a video, maybe I'm just gonna keep it to myself. My biggest worry about this fight is gonna be that it takes a long amount of time. Just like Grandmaster can take longer amount of time, which is exactly the reason why it's likely my least favorite. I'm not specifically commenting on harder or easier or anything like that, but I don't like if these specific condition phase fights take long. I like that if you play it well, you can get through it in relatively quick, reasonable speed. That's why I like Grandmaster largely. And I also think Grandmaster is more interesting, but that's why I like Grandmaster and Kang fights more than I do like Grandmaster fight. Because Grandmaster fight is the longest one. Just by kind of like the way you need to bait out that amount of, you know, level 1s, and you need to do it that many times and stuff like that. And seeing that he has like 500k health and you need to cycle it through X amount of time, I'm just worried that it's going to be too long. Because, you know, but that's also kind of like a compliment to Kebab. Because let's say 2 big bosses before, my worries would be substantially higher. You know, I'd be worried about much more. Now I have kind of accepted the fact that they can and do make good boss fights. And I don't necessarily doubt that it is going to be an interesting and fairly cool fight and all that. So I believe in that, and, you know, at the point when my kind of like biggest worry is the fact that I might think it looks like it takes forever. And then I guess it's, you know, also kind of a compliment to Kabam that I do believe that it's going to be reasonable. That I do believe that there's going to be plenty of good counters, not like 622 Mr. Sinister or 626 the Champion at the time of their release. You know what I mean? Those were completely different types of beasts. So at this point, after Grandmaster, Gwenmaster, and first Kang, kind of have a bit of faith in them about making these fights, you know, reasonably doable stuff. But it did look like it would be quite long. Oh crap. Can still do this. Check this out. There we go. Since classic Batman, what do you sense? Oh, the Batman movie. I haven't yet to see it. I don't know whether you remember me or not, but I'm following your channel from last year. Yes, well, your name does ring a bell, so thank you, Hassan. Thank you very much. Did he ever dance with the devil in the panel? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What's up, Rashid? How are you doing? Amsterdam. Well, welcome from Amsterdam. Tomorrow we hopefully should get some information about the 7-point shot. Yeah, I hope we do get some info tomorrow. I very much so hope so. Welcome back to my stream. Well, welcome back to my stream. Awesome sauce. Where have you been for such a long time? Huh? Where have you been? But welcome back. Right, so well, we're gonna hit the 1.25 million. I suppose that's a reasonable amount. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember that, yes. Now I remember. But you better zip it, Messiah. You better zip it. Alright, let's get to 1.250 and then we can do some of the other ones. A wee bit that. Right. Tomorrow, everybody decided what they're gonna spend their Mojo box on, by the way. I haven't like fully decided. Kind of know where I'm gonna be going with, but there is a, you know, the lowest ones are easy. Lowest ones you basically just buy all the cow ones and then kind of whatever you need in catalyst department. The 2 higher difficulties is a bit tricky. I think. But guess what, boys? Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to you. I completely forgot about it, but it's the little victories that matter. Today was day 5 of Alliance Quest. And as of 12 minutes from now, Alliance Quest will be officially over. And we're gonna get a few evenings of absolutely no worries. And I'm very much so looking forward to it. And so we're gonna get, you know, AQ rewards, which is neat, which is nice, which is, you know, whatever. But most importantly, tonight, going to bed, I don't need to think whether I did or did not do my path. When I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I do not need to log in and do AQ first. Quite happy with that. I genuinely think that AQ should last from Monday to Thursday. Every week, and then Friday, Saturday off. I think that'd be perfect. I think that'd be perfect. And TFI basic and 6-star shots. I'm not entirely sure if 6-star shots are kind of worth spending. Maybe on the top difficulty, definitely not on the second to top. Second to top, I'm gonna spend it all on tier 4 CCs and tier 4 basics and stuff like that, I think. I don't think that little drips of 6-star shots are worth giving up all the other stuff you could get there. Maxing out on 6-star shots. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting to hoard my 6-star shots now, I think, for the next like 50 days or so. If Omega Sentinel is in the next featured. So if Omega Sentinel is a first month of March, I will be definitely hoarding quite hard, bro. Because I really do want to get Omega Sentinel. Bring Strive to rank 3 tomorrow? Well, I guess it's you, so congratulations, Rin. Now ask if 4-star Awakened Hercules is enough to be uncollected. Yes, 4-star Awakened Hercules is more than enough to be uncollected. Easy money there. Absolutely. Played map 8 for the first time, surprise. Yeah, map 8 is actually easier than map 7 right now. That's what a lot of people don't tell you. The thing that's trickier about map 8 is perhaps planning, or the fact that you need, you know, specific counters. But actually playing map 8 is easier than playing map 7. Because there's no epic modifiers. Those epic modifiers really do make a difference. And right now, map 8, I personally believe, is easier than map 7. Thanks for your 6-star rank of it. I ranked Spider-Ham, Little Pig. No, you're welcome. And he absolutely smacks. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying him. But I'm glad you're not coming here to complain that I said bullshit. I ranked him up and I hate him. I'm glad you're enjoying him, man. Again, chance the Mythic Crystal. I'll just take 3k shots. I'm just gonna take 3k shots. I'm gonna take 3k shots. Yeah. Whenever you have a chance to eliminate as much RNG of this game as possible, do it. That's kind of my view of this entire thing. And, you know, any crystal can give you a shit pull as is. Why would you want to increase, you know, increase the perspective of more RNG? So yeah, I personally kind of believe in, you know, better take something less but guaranteed than nothing but with potentially some, you know, getting super lucky. You know what I mean? So you know, I'll be taking the solid value. Like if you're choosing in between, I know, small amount of 5-star shards and versus ultimate crystals, then it's 5-star shards. If you're choosing in between small amount of 6-star shards versus whatever, then it's 6-star ones. Went from manager to co-owner, who whoop, so nice. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. Happy for you. Glad things are working out for you. Glad things are working out for you, awesome sauce. Stuck in a bath? Oh, well, I think JJ, yeah, probably was stuck in a bath. Most likely. Most likely. 6-star rank 2 Andub Jabari, 6-star rank 2 Sig 20 Mojo Modern Psycho Man, who is best for defense among these 4. Overall, I'd personally rank up Mojo. I think Mojo is a notoriously annoying defender. And also, out of all of them, he has the best potential offensively, I think. So I'd go with Mojo at the moment. Yeah, so there's got both Omega Sentinel and the second champion, who I don't even remember. We don't know their abilities. Well, the thing everybody's excited about Omega Sentinel is because Omega Sentinel could have been added to the game instead of Hercules. Omega Sentinel and Hercules were both Summoner Choice finalists last year. And there are a lot of people who really like Omega Sentinel, want her in the game, and it was a very tight race in between both of them, to a point where Hercules winning was considered to be somewhat of a controversy. So there are a lot of people who just really like Omega Sentinel, partially as a result of majority of the larger content creators actually campaigning for Omega Sentinel, at which point a lot of people delved into her abilities and stuff like that, and she does have awesome ability kit. The second thing is, there's also a little bit of a attached hype to quality of Omega Sentinel because of quality of Hercules. Because now that they made Hercules that good, you know, it's quite unlikely that they would make Omega Sentinel like an absolute poop. Or that, you know, would piss, again, off a large amount of people. That's kind of the biggest thing. Also, a lot of people are excited about Omega Sentinel because she's a flat-out Indian character, and there aren't many of them in the game. And even though a lot of people don't pay as much attention as Indian community would deserve in MCOC, there's a lot of them. I believe on my personal channel, Indian, you know, second biggest viewership is from India. And so it's only natural that Indian viewers are well excited about Omega Sentinel. You know, things like that. That's more or less why so many people are excited for Omega Sentinel. I think, anyways. And yeah, that's why so many people care. Second champion is Captain Britain, Betty Braddock, and there's actually a good reason why not as many people are excited for that. So I can actually answer that one, because there are a lot of people who wanted Captain Britain in this game for a really long time. But this version of Captain Britain is by no means the definitive version of Captain Britain. The definitive version of Captain Britain is her brother. And that's kind of like the iconic Captain Britain. This is Psylocke, a champion that we already have in game. And from my personal point of view, you know, I'm kind of annoyed as well, because I knew about Captain Britain. I would have liked him in a game. I like him as a character, but we're not getting him. To put in DC standards, let's say if you're playing a DC game, you know, DC Contest of Champions, and the game is missing, let's say, somebody like Green Arrow, and people have been wanting Green Arrow to be added for 3 years. And because it is International Women's Day month, instead of Green Arrow, we get Green Arrow's niece, who took over the mantle of Green Arrow for a couple of episodes or a couple of comic series. This is basically the same situation here. But I by no means want to dismay the character of Betty Braddock as Captain Britain, but for 90% of the people, Betty Braddock is Psylocke and Captain Britain is her brother. It's only like the recent kind of comic runs where they changed it up. And again, if you mention Captain Britain to any comic book fan, number one association is with her brother, not her. So, you know, it's one of those things where it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I might as well pretend not to mind it too much. But I'd rather how, I don't know, Captain Britain be added next month, and this month we had I don't know, why couldn't they add? Yeah, but doesn't matter. But yeah, it is kind of silly that it's kind of like, imagine instead of Iron Man in this game, we would have Pepper Potts as rescue, or Iron Heart. It's just one of those things. I'm not entirely jubilating about it. I have absolutely nothing against, you know, Psylocke. I like her as a character too, but if it's Captain Britain, then, you know, give us Captain Britain. Not the temporary replacement. Vote for her, still don't have him as a 6-star. I'm sure you will get him quite soon. Sure, I'll get him quite soon. Thekiryu is genius, you think? Well, pretty much sick. I might consider it. There you go. But yeah, map 8 is definitely pretty easy, I would say. Not excited about next 4 champions. I know there are a few people who are not. I'm definitely excited about Omega Sentinel. The rest of them I'm not too fast, to be honest. I don't like Black Hat too much, and I don't dislike it, I just don't care for Black Hat too much. Scorpion's never been one of my favorites either. I always looked at him as a bit of a kind of dumb, you know, punching bag in Spider-Man comics and movies, stuff like that. He always screws things up or just gets laughed at and humiliated and stuff. So I've never been the biggest fan of Scorpion. And, you know, again, Psylocke, having second version of Psylocke in different costume, we just talked about. I'd rather just have Captain Britain. So out of the next 4 characters, I am excited for Omega Sentinel. I truly am. I like the character, everything I read about her. I like what she could have. I like the, you know, the way she looks, stuff like that. I am excited for Omega Sentinel. Next 3, not so much. I'd be happy if Pepper Potts Iron Man version in the game. Sure you would. Sure you would. But I mean, no other Iron Man, just Pepper Potts. So this would be a Marvel game with no Tony Stark, no version of Iron Man. Just Pepper Potts as rescue. Would you be excited about that? Basically two versions of Pepper Potts. The Captain Britain was the one of Peggy Carter from What If. That is effectively, yeah, alternate version of Captain America, just being Captain Britain. Captain Britain itself is a different title of a superhero. Captain Britain is, you know, somebody that's way more powerful than Captain America and operates on a completely different field. Captain Britain is more like, I don't know, CMM type of champion with a lot of power and or magic and stuff like that. I'm not the biggest expert of Captain Britain myself, but he's kind of nothing like Captain America in a sense. I know what you mean because of that What If thing, but you can see was a champion in British Isles and its people endowed mystic powers by the amulet ring given to him by legendary sorcerer Merlin and his daughter Roma. He was assigned to be the protector of Earth 616 for the Captain Britain Corps, an interdimensional organization who guards Omniverse, powered by enemies from the other world, realm created by the blah blah blah. But yeah, he basically, what I'm saying, Captain Britain would kick the shit out of Captain America in like 2 seconds if they were to fight ever. You know, interdimensional energy conduit, superhuman strength, stamina, durability, agility, reflexes, senses, flight. He can fly. Where's the Cap America flight? Abilities, genius, intelligence, and strength is increased. There you go. Super strong. Captain Britain uniforms. He has some magic weapons and stuff too. So he's kind of different level of a hero than you were thinking about. But that's like, again, this is what Captain Britain is. This is what everybody thinks. If you say Captain Britain, this is kind of the champion that everybody thinks of. And it's Psylocke's brother. And I think he got blind or something like that at some point in comics, and then basically Psylocke replaced him for a bit in like one or couple of the story runs. I don't care, like, for the upcoming Britain is the mutant. Yeah, and also, yeah, she's mutant. I don't want to say Iron Man, Spider-Man for a while, or Hulks. I think we have more than enough Hulks too. We can't forget Hulks. I think we have more than enough Hulks. You get 6-star Mephisto and the brush. Actually, I think 6-star... I'm thinking of taking my Mephisto to rank 3. I don't know why I'm so upset. I think 6-star Mephisto A could be really kind of low-key amazing for next Alliance War season. So you just flat out shut all of the armor above. But I also think he could be very, very good for battlegrounds. Mephisto is legitimately one of my potential next rank 3 options right now in the game. So I don't know why you'd be that upset about it. But hey, each to their own. Of the Captain Canada. Well, they already did, you know. Guardian's kind of the Captain Canada, isn't it? Or is there a Captain Canada that I'm not aware of? What's up, Alien X? Hoarding. Hoarding. When Sentry and Nova to be in game. Well, Sentry and Nova. Yeah, it would be nice if Sentry and Nova was in this game. It'd be nice if we had Sentry or Nova. I wouldn't mind it at all. Or a proper Silver Surfer. I know that Silver Surfer isn't like awful. He definitely has his uses. He's better than many people think he is. But still, I mean, come on. Everyone has known. Is he? Yeah, no, Cap is gonna... Now, he just destroy Cap. Several endless grinds, Hoarding. Happy Taco Tuesday. Well, happy Taco Tuesday to you too, my friend. Hope you had some nice tacos. Not upset. I'm just like worried about my roster. It's unbalanced. Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks their roster is unbalanced. All these Hulks find his Iron Man, yet only one Thor plus a caveman. Well, we actually have Thor Gen Foster too, so there's that. Just saying, technically counts, kind of. But I know what you mean. I think the Thor Ragnarok is the biggest failure of MCU adaptation in MCOC. Honestly, look at Thor Ragnarok and the only thing I see is an absolute and utter failure and disgust. Disgust is what I see and failure is what I feel. No, other way around. Failure is what I see and disgust is what I feel. There you go. It's by far the worst job they have done of any character ever that they brought from MCU to the game. Animation wise, just character model wise and ability wise, that is not Thor. It's like a berserker baboon ape from a random RPG game, like the foot soldier that has no brain. That's how he looks. Hunchback little shit. That's not a Thor. Pulled your guys Starkey 5 stars. No, congratulations, I guess. Congratulations. Captain Canada is none other than Wolverine. Well, there you go. Ah, makes sense. Okay, Captain Canada, Wolverine. Sure, why not? I hope we can stop crying about it then. Well, I hope you can stop crying about it then, yes. Want Peter from Deadpool 2? That'd be awesome too, yes. Why not? Peter from Deadpool would... You know, Peter from Deadpool 2 would still be a better character than Thor Ragnarok in this game. At least it would be funny if he was like the highest prestige champion and utterly useless. You know what I mean? That'd be like a good troll. I would appreciate the humor there. Maybe big iconic character that comes to mind when I add Xenon Warlock. He ought to be coming at some point as well. I would be surprised if we don't see him in the nearby future. Not sure who made Deadpool X-Force, but they should be 5. Yeah, Deadpool X-Force is 3rd as well, yes. But, well, to be honest, with these older champions, you can't say that. The champion came out in like 2016, 15, and 14, you know. Most of them are crap. You just kind of have to deal with the fact that they are outdated. Do you think Obama will buff or reward Doctor Strange? Well, I hope they do. I don't know if they will, but I really hope they do. Need Aunt May from Spider-Man No Way Home? Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, they did have that Aunt May thing for the April the 1st, I believe. Remember when they posted a character spotlight about Aunt May? It was funny. It was all funny. The animation is still super clunky. It does, and he literally looks like he needs to see a doctor with his back issues. It looks like he's, I don't know, you know, an old man that is unable to stand straight anymore. Is that JJC? Probably. The legend herself. JJ. Come on. Great. Perfect. Brilliant. Join thoughts on this month's card. Doesn't seem worth it, even a lower price. I think it's fairly reasonable still. I don't think it's like as great as last month's card, but it's still a good card. I think it's still a good card. I think it's slightly worse than last month's card. But again, let me put a perspective on it. That card is 3 cow crystals worth. So if you do buy some things or ever spend units and or money on cabs, you know, I do think it's worth it. I think it's still a good card. I think with the 70% tier 5 CC selectors, you can finish 2-3 tier 5 CCs that you're forming, which is not irrelevant, especially now with 7.4 coming and stuff like that. And, you know, 2 tier 5 basics are still useful. You know, it's not as good as last month, but it's by no means a bad one. Spider-Man's better than Sentry. They just said, aye. Spider-Ham, yes. Inside the Con Studio, makes an old design and animation look cool. Yeah, I really like them. I do like the way it looks. I have heard some people don't, but I really like the way it makes it looks. Did you better job with Chorags than Hulkrag? No, Hulkrag actually at least looks like a Hulk. Hulk Ragnarok at least looks like Hulk. But yeah. On the way to stuff on Amazon and get it quickly, but the subscribe and save discount. Ah, let me know about that. Act like you're buying it for the next day, but accept the subscribe and save option. Choose 6 monthly frequency. You can cancel it once it's been delivered. Ah, cool. I'll do that all the time then. Very good, Lawrence. Very good. Very good. Oh yeah, well, yeah, they do some weird stuff sometimes like that, Jaya. They do some weird stuff sometimes like that. This is 2-week card? Yeah, it is a 2-week card. But it's still 70 per, but yeah, it's a 2-week card, but it's still like 70% tier 5 CC in those. It's like this. Hey, what's up, Elmandalorian? Hi, Nick. Welcome. That's us all getting blacklisted in Amazon. Probably. Probably, but I'll definitely do it. I'll definitely do it. Until they fix it. I'll definitely do it though. Lunchtime around 2 PM, 3 PM my time. Well, enjoy your lunch, my man. Enjoy your lunch. Right. We're about to hit another milestone. Very well. Need to get as many units as we can. Look at them battleships. Slowly getting to the 20k mark back up so we can pop at 10. And I do hope we get plenty of news this week. And I hope March is good. I really hope March is a good month. We really need a good month. At the moment, it doesn't look like there's going to be anything happening aside from 7.4 though. Doesn't even look like we're going to be getting the one thing that I thought is going to be guaranteed, and you know, extra boss rush, because that's just going to be the monthly event. But who knows? I seen your video on Amazon shopping by Ryan. I think so, yeah. I think I saw it. But he's trying to buy a chair, something like that. Or if there's a new one, then I might not. I'll try to take my time 7.4 this time. I shall not. I will fly through 7.4 like a butterfly. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I plan to be done with it within a couple of days. Because for every second after 7.4 has been released, there is someone asking me for a guide. I shit you not. 7.4 is going to be out for 40 minutes, and there will be people asking me where's the guide. It's funny, you know, until it's not anymore. Then it again gets funny. So it kind of fluctuates. But I promise you, you know, let's say 16th of March, 6 p.m., 7.4 gets released. 6:45, there's gonna be somebody on the live stream asking, yo, when's the guide out? It's a guarantee there. That's a guarantee there. Right. Gotta thank MC Noob, the goat for the guides. Yeah, I do always, every time the bigger content comes out, I do work with MCOC Noob. If you check out any of those posters that he uploads for like 7.3, 2, Act 6 and stuff like that, you can see my channel logo on the side there as well. We do, well, they do most of the work. I just help a little bit, but yeah, he does a great job there. Where's the guide from 7.4 beta? I'm not gonna make a guide on beta. Solo or collaborative guide? Well, I do make solo guides on everything. Solo completion guide, guide for the final boss, and then exploration guide on each individual quest. But I also then put together a guide. Well, I helped largely MCOC Noob and his like infographic guide stuff. You know, have you seen those like big posters? Like everything you need basically, and stuff like that. Keep praying for everybody in Ukraine. Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. I can't turn myself away from news and everything else that's happening there. Looks really scary right now with that big 40-mile long column heading to Kyiv. You just started stream, people be like, yeah, oh yeah. I just started stream and people are gonna be like, which is the easiest path in the, you know, 5th quest, when I myself am on 2nd quest. Use translate in Spanish for MCOC. Would you do it now? Yeah, I know that. That's also very useful and good job. Take care. Alright, see you later all. See you later. Can't wait for the have you tried Windows? Oh, I'll slap you. You JJ. This is for J. This is the first time. This is the first time ever I'm slapping JJ. Anyone can get it today. Like anyone will get it today. Do you think the buying units for that 7 offer might be worth it? Yeah, maybe. Act 7 offer might be quite good. Well, I don't know, but I think it could be. Amazon don't care. I've done that with stuff. That's 40%. Ah, nice. Very good, Lawrence. Thanks for letting us know. I actually was thinking it's possible, but I always was kind of like, ah, no. But yeah, nice. Discount. Amazon discount. Very good. JJ, that was worth it. Don't you start either.
Oh, well. Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did...
Larry!
What's up, James? How are you doing? Oh crap, really? Ha, recall. So hi about Omega Sentinel and Scorpion, new addition to the contest. Actually, I'm not too fast about Scorpion, but Omega Sentinel, yeah. I'm quite happy on Omega Sentinel. Why are people being slapped? JJ was naughty out of all people. This was the first time ever I slapped JJ, I think. But it all started with JJ. Do Mojo necessarily needs max sig for defense? Not max, but you know, the higher the better. Even at relatively low sig, he can still be good for defense. But again, the higher the better. He doesn't need max sig for defense, no. Can support the fellow Comrade. Why, thanks, Dex. Thank you. Okay, let's put it here, there, everywhere. It is giving slaps like candies. Aye.
You two suck.
Don't you slap Emma, you mean man. She deserved it, trust me. She deserved it. James wasn't paying attention to the stream, slap him. He just came to the stream, man. Well, Eric, I'm sure that you will 100% 7462. Don't worry, I'm sure you will. Just maybe a bit later. Maybe a wee bit later. You feel like Arman? Oh, don't you ever say things like that. Don't you ever say things like that. You have more worth in your left pinky than he has in his entire body. I think everybody in this chat would, I don't know, would sacrifice 1,000 of him to keep one of you. When JJ, it was John who stole her phone, man. Ah, it could be possible. It sounds like the type of thing John would do. It does sound like the type of thing John would do. The problem is, it also sounds like the type of thing JJ would do, so kind of evens out in the end. Anyone here live? I see the yes. I do not, obviously. You know, you weren't waiting for. Maybe he was. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Oh, we're gonna do this. Let's use the hunchback man. Let's use the hunchback man. Science leader wants me to rank 3 Black Panther Silver. We already had to make somebody to do that. That's the casualties of war. That's unfortunately the casualties of war. This season there were plenty of people who ended up ranking Juggernaut or Civil Warrior or Black Panther Civil War or The Champion and stuff like that. So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you how it is in our alliance. Like, I'm in New Nation. Alliance officers, you know, encourage for the rank, typically discussed, but for most part it's voluntary. If you're ever in an alliance where somebody tells you rank this champion, tell them to fuck off and probably find a better alliance. However, at the same time, it also goes both ways. You can only be in type of an alliance like that, like I'm describing, where, you know, everything's voluntary, if people actually volunteer. So nobody has to tell me you have to rank up this champion, because typically everybody steps up, figures out which champions they don't particularly mind ranking up, and then, you know, the last couple of ones kind of get ironed out. And like in New Nation, it is all voluntary, but also when White Mummy posts a list of which champions need to be ranked up, people do genuinely step up and say, I will rank this, I will rank this, I will rank that. And then if nobody, you know, volunteers for like 2 specific champions, he will ask specifically, does anybody mind ranking up one of these 2 champions, kind of thing. If an officer would message me, you know, out of the blue telling me rank up Black Panther Civil War, I would also very kindly and politely tell them to step outside, shove a broom up his ass, and jump down the roof and see what happens. And probably leave the alliance shortly after. Because even though, you know, both of the situations that I described lead to pretty much the same thing, communication, how you tell people to do things and how you achieve those things matter, and the way you treat people matter. You know, White Mummy messages me saying, hey, we really need it for defense and there's nobody who really wants to rank it up, stuff like that. So I'm looking if anybody would mind, has the resources and stuff like that. I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not, you know, can help out. In fact, majority of my recent defense rank ups have been to fill defensive holes due to team changes, like Ebonimo and stuff like that. But if somebody would just flat out walk up to me, you know, or PM me and say, like, rank up this champion, be like, you can fuck right off. So there's a huge difference, you know, how you're asked, is what I'm trying to say. Somebody's making you, don't let them find a different team. High ground is going away this season. Yes, high ground is going away this season. Will you use Awakening Gem and 6-star white mag? No, I would not use an Awakening Gem and 6-star white mags personally. I would not. So there's the only way to beat Kang is Quake. I'm gonna put no, that's not gonna be the only way. I can promise you that, Eric. Quake is not going to be the only way how to beat Kang. I can promise you that already. I watched the season 6 episode 1 of nope. Haven't seen PD Blindness at all. But yeah, high ground is going away this season. White Mummy is so lovely. Yeah, White Mummy is awesome. Yeah, and he's a very good officer. He's a very good officer. White Mummy is, you know, in large part the reason why I went to the New Nation in the first place. If I wouldn't have known White Mummy as well as I do, you know, I might have ended up in different lines. An awesome guy. Where has Armand been? I don't know, he's trying to do something with his life, which, you know, is objectively probably a good thing. Took thing up to SIG 200, but only because it was my choice. Yeah, exactly, that's how it should be. It should always be your choice, and there's mutual appreciation, you know. You are more inclined to do nice things for people who actually appreciate that you do them. It's very simple as that. It's a basic human interaction. If you know that somebody is very polite and asks you to do something politely, you're more inclined to do it, knowing that, you know, they're also going to say thank you and stuff like that. If you know that somebody's not going to appreciate it or not going to, you know, be, you know, grateful for it, then you're much less likely to do it in the first place. Armand's busy with school. I think so. Just found out I have 10 in the Play Store. Nice, congratulations, man. Nice. That's like finding a tender in your jeans pocket, isn't it? Guardian actually hits pretty hard with his base. He hits alright. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's like super hard. I wouldn't say it's like super hard. Well, I finished the base 100%, but didn't get ghost from the crystal. I get Nimrod though. Nimrod's an awesome camp as well. Yeah, I would recommend taking Nimrod to rank 3, even unduped. In fact, yesterday I made a Nimrod guide video where I break down all of his abilities and kind of like talk about him and show some gameplay examples, stuff like that. So there's a fresh Nimrod upload for you, Adrian, yesterday on my channel. Your officer forced it to rank up and get a dick pic from you. That's one way to sort it. That's one way to sort it. Question is, soft or hard? I ranked my analyst a while ago because I was an officer using analyst, not even rank 3 him. I actually kind of like analysis for offensive reasons too. I think analysis is somewhat underrated. All hail Kabam. High ground is so annoying. Well, we will see how the new tactic is. Because, you know, high ground isn't just going away and nothing is taking its place. There's going to be something in place of high ground. Gonna use them July 4th. Smart lad. Smart lad. So it's basically confirmed by JAX. About Mike's no longer community manager. How was it confirmed?
Shut up and
What
take
did
my money.
you say?
Adrian Goya 10 Romanian lei.
Ah,
Undupe Nimrod.
thank you, Adrian. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Appreciate it. And yeah, you know, ideally, you know, you do want to get Nimrod awakened. Don't get me wrong. He does get better and easier to play and does more damage if he's awakened. But he's just so good for what he does that even unawakened, he's an absolute powerhouse. But can you explain on it a bit more, James? Your Nimrod video was fantastic. Happened to pull one of the basic crystal and I didn't recognize his utility until yesterday. Thanks. You're very welcome, Joe. You're very welcome. A good meme template for that occasion. I'm only in Platinum Masters. Well, it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Flow was annoying. There was also the one that gave them indestructible that initially was super hard. I forgot how it was called. The one that gave them indestructible was quite annoying till everybody got used to it. Whenever you dexed or something like that. But there was one more annoying. There was the one that when it was at its worst, the one that gave insane block damage. The one that gave everybody like huge block penetration. That was, I think, the worst one. Because every fight was super painful. Potions were just flying left, right, and center. Because it... yeah. Nimrod's Nimrod. Yeah, Nimrod is definitely up there with that class. I can easily put Nimrod, I think, in my personal opinion, top 4 techs. I'd still put Ghost as a top tech champion. And then I think there is Ultron, there's Warlock, and there's Nimrod as like top 3. After Ghost. Put all 3 of them ahead of Guilty in 2099 personally as well. But if people want to protest that much, then we can say solid top 5 is those champs. Well, the thing about Kabam-Tel has always been CCP manager specifically. Kabam-Tel has always been the guy that deals with all of the CCP members. So it might be right, but you know, not exactly completely out of the ordinary. See Kabam-Tel there. I saw it in my subscription feed. I was gonna watch it anyways, James. I was gonna watch the JX video anyways. Solid top 4 at least. Danke. Still loving Ultron more than Warlock. Ultron is an absolute powerhouse as well, man. Power of Ultron can't be underestimated. It's so good. It really is. Like, magic. Season about start, still no rewards. You mean no compensation, but yeah. And also good against Bishop. Yeah, Bishop is, well, Nimrod can do Bishops. Like, I have fought at least 5 Bishops in war with Nimrod. And, you know, Nimrod can do the Bishop, but it is by far the hardest mutant fight, I think, with Nimrod. Bishop is like the one champion that can kind of screw off Nimrod. Because of all that extra passive damage and stuff. And Nimrod's not Incinerate immune as well. Stubborn. Yeah, Stubborn was the name of the tactic. And Stubborn was quite annoying initially. Then they kind of made it weaker. But there was also that other tactic that did a crap ton of block damage. Gave champions much block penetration. That was a rough one too. You used like so much block damage. What is the name of it? After they nerfed it, it was, you know, not as relevant. Then remember that as a very expensive season where you just do like 4 parries and there's like 1/3 of your health gone. Omega Sentinel Elite Bishops? Yeah, probably. Probably. Hey, what's up, BK Finest? How are you doing? I use Ultron more, but I still want Warlock slightly. Yeah, I do too. I use Ultron more than I use Warlock, but I think it's more important to have Warlock than to have Ultron, because I often use Ultron just because of super high damage output and how quickly he can finish fights, you know? Not because there would be good alternatives, but often I use Warlock because he's the best option for those fights. So that's kind of the difference. I have Nimrod rank 2. Can't comment on Warlock? Well, then don't, young lady. But you can comment on Mysterio, though. Would you place Mysterio in top 5? Can you comment on Mysterio, JJ, please? Is it possible at all? Pretty please. Look at that. Hero use. Another 25 units. Wonderful. Alliance quest completion rewards. Excellent, excellent. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see whether we can score some more units here now. 4,200. 4,200. Can we get to 4,300? Let's open this. Osrian top 5 is my attack rosters. Yeah. Completely agree. Warlock covers more ground, but Older is just more straightforward and faster, harder hitting. Yep. Exactly. Come on, do I have 40k ball chips? No, 37. Come on, 5, get units. 15 units. Okay, 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 I see. Come on, 5, get units. 15 units again. Oh, it's better than no units. Come on, 5, get units. 15 units, I get 45 units up. I have some sort of you actually just caught me at the very end of the stream because we're about to finish it. We're about to finish today's stream. It was a nice, neat, little quiet chat. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You guys, if you want to do me a massive favor, encourage your friends, teammates, and alliance mates come to hang out here with us. The more of us, the better. I do try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. And yeah, I do think that there is a possibility that Nimrods will start to get banned. Either way, this will do for today. This.
Is this an instrument?
You serious?
Get out! Get out of this house! I said no!
Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about
I'm in danger.